everybody, this is Dracula. I'm heading home from the Supercon. Now, I know I told you guys I was going to stream the panel. This is what happened. I got there at 10 o'clock and I was streaming just fine. Streaming from the van, I went in, I did a couple of short streams, in the place. And then I was having a little bit of trouble, but everything was good. Still, the stream was happening. So, around 12 o'clock, when the panel was going to start, or 12:30, the place started really to fill up, and the Wi-Fi just tanked. The signal was no good in there on my cell phone. The Wi-Fi was horrible. I tried several times to stream, and it wasn't working out. So I just recorded it, and that's in still on my camera. I gotta dump it from my camera to something so I can upload that. That's gonna be uploads, and it's really, my phone ran out of batteries and died like right in the middle of that. But another YouTuber got there around the time I was done, and he recorded the rest of it. So I'm gonna try to get in on that with him. I say, hey, I got the first half of the thing. Hey, Red Dragon, first. So he got the first half of the thing, and I got the first half, and he got the last half. So I'm thinking maybe we can put our videos together into an entire thing. Well, basically they showed my video, and then they did their presentation. The funny thing is, I thought it was going to be a big empty room. How's my day? Yeah, that's what I'm telling everybody. I went to the Supercon here in Florida, the big comic book convention. And I thought, since it was Sunday, it wasn't going to be that crowded, but it got pretty crazy. Man, the wind's really kicking up here. I'm thinking a storm's going to roll in. See, it's looks like it's storming out by the beach and over in the Everglades. And I don't know if you noticed it, but it's just whipping my van around like crazy. When you see me going back and forth, it's a crosswind. I'm right over here. I'm on a turnpike passing by Florida International University. That's where I went to college. What do we got? You could tell. So, yeah, but I'm gonna be home in about 20 minutes probably. Oh, but man, there was a lot of Comic-Coners there. A lot of cosplayers, a lot of guys that look just like me. Some of them had longer beards, some of them shorter. I saw a dude dressed up like what's the girl from Pokemon with the red, pigtails? I think it's Pokemon. I always think the funniest thing I saw today is a dude dressed up like the Pokemon girl. Lots of interesting cosplays, some really good ones too. There was three people there. They were dressed up like Phoenix and Cyclops from the X-Men, and their friend, the third wheel, was dressed up like Prince Eric from the Disney. I forget which Disney movie was Prince Eric. But anyway, you guys don't need to get all the way over, especially when there's traffic going faster than you. So yeah, I did a couple of streams. You can see those on my channel. And then when all those cosplayers and patrons, started to show up, the Wi-Fi just really started to slow down, and just the regular G4, G5, whatever it is, my cell phone data, mobile data, that slowed way the heck down, and it was impossible to stream anything. And I didn't really have enough space on my... Is it from the Little Mermaid? Okay. Prince Eric was from the... Okay. All right. I remember now that you reminded me. Who is that? Mr. Crazy? Mr. Crazy. All right. So yeah, I had everything set up to start streaming the panel, and no dice. Didn't happen. I could not get establish a stable stream. The program just kept, the little circle going, and just never. It kept saying reconnecting, it's connecting, and never connected. So I was never. So I did. I recorded it, and it's got to be edited together between me and another guy, because my phone battery was. Yeah, actually, that wasn't the problem with battery. The problem is I didn't have enough space, enough memory on my phone, because I don't usually do an hour's worth of video on my phone. But anyway, so I thought that the panel was going to be this, at least maybe a small room, but I thought it was going to be like 2 or 3 people there, and whenever somebody said something funny, there'd be like light applause. But it was a pretty small room, but a lot of people showed up to this thing. It was, and they didn't all show up on time either, so they kept going through. So I decided to be the doorman, because people would open up the door and they'd look around, and then they'd look all confused, like they just got hit with a poison dart or something. So I went over to the door, and I'm like, so that the orator that was doing the presentation at the time wasn't have to stop to tell people, who we are and to come in, sit down. So I went over to the door, and whenever the door opened, hey, Miami YouTubers, come on in, sit down. There's plenty of room. And the room filled up. The room filled up with people. But at the front of the room, they had this tiny little table with 2 microphones. And at one point, there was like 4 panelists crammed in behind that table, and I never got a chance to sit there because I was filming the thing. Me and one other YouTuber were filming, and he shows up later, like just in time with his camera, and starts filming the rest of the thing. Mr. Cake Dragon Man, that's the guy that showed up, and he was filming. And I was out of space on my phone, so I just went ahead and I'll get the rest of it from him. Maybe, possibly. So that'll have to be, uploaded. After that, there was I met a guy that develops, Android apps, and he told me about it was a movie trivia game, but only instead of just answering questions, it's movie trivia crossword puzzles. And he showed me, here, look, this is one, the words going across were all different movies, and the one going down was the actor that was in all those movies. Oh, that's genius. So, and it's an Android app, a video game, and he was asking about endorsement. I was like, man, I do video games on my channel. I'll do your video game. So he showed me the game, and I uploaded it, installed it, and he put in a code that unlocked all the levels, so I don't have to pay for anything. So I'm gonna. Sounds really hard. Not if you're into movies like I am. And it's got these levels about, dead movie actors, this other genre, all sorts of different things on it. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna play it for you guys. This jackass didn't have really any reason to get over, but he decided he had to come over right then. All right, I'm gonna get in the right lane where nobody's gonna bother me. Hopefully. You would think, but dude, I was actually, people down here in It wasn't even in Miami. It was South Florida, though. But I was driving in the right lane one time, and this guy's like right up behind me. I'm like, what? You want me to go over to the left so you can pass me? No. Kiss my butt, you know? And he started passing me on the shoulder. And there was some equipment up in the road. Like, I'm like, holy crap, he's going to crash either into me or into this equipment up here. So I had to pull over to the left so that guy being an idiot wouldn't destroy both of us. But what was such a big deal? There was plenty of room on the left. But he just had to make it a big point. You get out of my way! I'm coming up on my exit. So, Comic-Con was fun. It was fun. There's a lot of, what is this? Don't forget asking, what do you do for a job? I'm a technician. I do, who's that? Oh, Red Dragon. I service restaurant equipment. That's what this van is that I'm driving, that you see me driving all the time, and it's got all my inventory back there and my tools. I specialize in this fully automatic espresso machine that they have in all the Dunkin' Donuts and some of the Starbucks. So, what was it? After the panel. So anyway, this guy he unlocks all the levels to his game for me, so I can do it. Was there what? Who just asked me that? Was there a Comic-Con? That's where I just came from. That's what I'm telling you about. I just came from it just now. You see, the title of the stream was Supercon. That's what the big Comic-Con down here is called, Supercon. So, where was at the Fort Lauderdale Convention Center. Just look up Supercon 2017 on Google. So after the panel was over, this guy unlocked its game for me. I told him I'd play it. I'm not streaming Android apps yet, but I can play it and commentary and upload it, just like I did with Pocket Mortys and the other games. So after that, I was like, well, what the heck am I going to do now? The rest of the YouTubers had dispersed. I had no idea where they went, so I was on my own again, and I was friggin' hungry. And every place I went, there was like a huge long line, and it was like, $9 hamburgers and stuff. So I went ahead and got something, and then, no place to sit. There's too many people here. So I walked around through like crowds of people with like a big thing of chips and a hamburger and a bottled water under my arm, just trying to find some place to sit. I finally made my way through the crowd and back out, the front area, and found a little like spot like out of the way up under stairs where there was a few other people doing the same thing I was doing, just so we could sit down and eat instead of having to walk around. But after that I was pretty much done. My phone, I had been trying to charge my phone off of the laptop, but it wasn't making a dent really. And then I was tired. I'm old. I can't do a Comic-Con for like 8 hours like I could like 5 years ago. Once I turned 40, that was it. Like 3 hours is my limit. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. To do some other thing with panels that Indiana Jones, one of our group members, set it up. And if she does another one, that'd be cool. I'd like to go do it again, but it would be great if they had like a bigger table where the panelists could sit down, and I'd really like for somebody else to film it, because I just not equipped for filming. I can do editing and most of my my stuff comes from capture, capture video games. That's what I do. I don't really film. But anyway, I'll be on tonight around 10 or 11 to stream Defiance. I'll see you guys then.